children shot? Nothing.
I gotta send you those links. Yeah, he shot out those links to me a few days ago.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like I said, if it's not trending or something, if you got to do a deep dive to find, what you're talking about, bro, it's probably best you skip me on that one. I'm cool. Like I said, man, I looked into it, and that's the only thing I saw was, I looked into conspiracy theories for that shit, and the only thing that popped up was the SpaceX shit. So I'll leave it at that, man. That's what it is. It's what it is.
Yeah, the second I still gotta take pills. How the fuck does it say low disk space? 10 gigs on it. Yeah, man, that thing, one problem is another. Like my Wi-Fi is shitty. Yeah, that's why we end up having to record the shit. We can't go live.
Okay.
At least I think so. They ain't sending it nowhere. Yeah, let me. Oh, what was that? Let's see.
What's up?
You sent out 4 things around about, right?
Maybe 3. I had one
chip challenge.
Yeah.
Coco gone.
Yeah. Just
Quester.
Question. Just the question.
Oh.
It was a question. I saw a comedian and he posted the question, as part of his skit, like, what would you rather have? A gay son or a thought daughter? And he went in and was like, it's a no-brainer. I'd rather have a gay son, teach you, pick out my clothes for me and all that shit. It's like, well, when you think about it that way, it was like, man, the decision is there. He made his mind up. Nobody want no daughter out there in them streets like that. So it's like, yeah, depending on who you asking, female could be like, I want to, shit. Most of these females don't want to be, taking care of they thought daughter babies. So yeah, they probably shit. I take a gay son too. I ain't got to worry about no kids. Well, no time soon.
Yeah, the thought daughter, you have a bunch of big grandsons.
Yeah. And have you seen this shit? It's been going on. I meant to send that too, man. We could you want to look it up real quick or whatever. I haven't. Just keep seeing the picture of this chick that got hit with a fucking brick.
Yes. Yeah, I see it. I didn't want to get into
that. Okay.
I mean, we can. I just I saw the fuckery behind it.
I just saw her face. And was just like, what the fuck happened to her?
Bro, that shit, man. She looked like she had another head growing out of her.
Yeah, man. Like, you should be lucky you still alive. You took a direct hit, You took a direct hit.
Wow.
I keep seeing it. And I was like, and I, like you, man, I just saw it. It was like, man, I was on vacation. I was like, I'm not touching that right now, man. I'm trying to relax and reset. And I just keep seeing the back and forth of, I think she was mad nobody came to her defense.
Man, she was outside of a corner store at like 10 o'clock at night or some shit.
Okay.
And I didn't watch it just because I had enough.
Okay.
Like
I'm just going off of what's trending. Every time I'm opening up my phone, I keep seeing this chick with 2 heads. You know what I'm saying? It's like that thumbnail just is keeping me up at night now, man. That's why I was like, bro, we got to talk about this so I can get it out and get some good rest.
Yeah.
So that's all, man. Like I said, we're a little late, we trying to put shit together, but it's just something I can see in, like what's up with this chick in her fucking head? And I never got into it about, what really happened with her and her situation. But and I saw some girl was like, oh, in order for you to defend us, you got to be dating us or related to us or something like that. And all the guys are coming on and was like, yes, it don't pay to fucking be, that knight in shining armor. You fuck around. I may not come home, fucking around trying to defend your honor. So yeah, that's all. It's one of those type deals. Not necessarily what, transpired with old girl, because that's who knows what was behind that. You at the corner store at 10 o'clock, fuck.
Man, that's what I was thinking. Like, who do you expect to? We don't live in those times anymore.
That part. You want equality across the board. That comes with it. You're gonna have to handle your own shit and carry your own water now.
Yeah, it's bananas. I mean, we see it normally. You see adults pull out their fucking phone trying to get that shit on video just so they can upload something.
Right.
And let alone 10 o'clock at night in the middle of the hood, going into a liquor store, like you are not going to find the knight in shining armor.
Okay.
So
we're gonna get into this a little bit, man. So is that, you got to give me the rundown, because all I saw was the thumbnail, man. Do you know what happened? So
let me pull it up. Let me pull it up so that we can both be clear on this, because I saw it. I made a bunch of assumptions and just said, fuck this bitch. She probably had it coming. And I know that's bad. I know that's the wrong way to do it.
Right. That's what I said, man. Let's stop now, fix it in the mix, and we could get on it and stop speculating. Like I said, pull it up or send me the link. I can read it real quick so we won't be fucking ignorant, even though the facts, I
Your
guess, are out
internet's
there.
faster than mine right now.
Let me just Google real quick, man. We could, fix this. We live recording, but we're not live, whatever. So I could look it up real quick and see. Girl get hit with brick.
Yeah, I know mine.
I'm gonna go with the latest at the root. After a black woman is attacked with a brick, she's blamed. How do we allow this to happen? Oh, on Sunday, Bashi posted a viral video on social media that documented her allegedly being hit by a brick after she refused to give a man her number. What was even more disturbing is that Bashi, I'm fucking her name up, claimed a group of men simply watched her be viciously assaulted instead of intervening. They can be seen in the background as she was recording. Though Bashi has been vilified on social media, the only question that should be asked after this horrifying incident is this: how was something like this allowed to happen? Y'all, this man just hit me in my face with a brick and all these black men just watched. This man grabbed a rock and hit me in my face because I wouldn't give him my number, Bashi said in the footage. What have I ever done to anybody in my life to deserve this? She continued. Now recording herself from a hospital room, I have never done anything in my life to hurt anybody. Literally, a man asked me for my number. I said no, and he picked up a brick in front of so many men and was like, what are you going to do? To be clear, this isn't about blaming black men for black women being attacked. It's about how the energy drastically changes when black women need physical protection. Bashi could have been killed, or her injuries are unbelievably horrific, and the moment that she needed to be safeguarded the most is when she was left to fend for herself. The internet rejoiced when black folks rallied together to go blow for blow against racists in Montgomery. However, when a black woman needs help, which literally could have meant the difference between life and death, her pleas are ignored. Shortly after Bashi's story gained national attention, folks scoured the internet to find the reasons why she deserved to be hit. Black women are used to always having to defend our humanity, and Bashi's case is no different. It's just another tragic and gross reminder that our lives are constantly deemed expendable. That's it, bro. We got it. So
should have gave up that number. Like, give him a fake number, something.
No,
I don't know.
Like I said, I get the outrage or whatever, but like you said, bro, we are in different times.
Yeah.
I can't afford to go head up with a dude who just hit a chick upside the head with a brick. Sorry, sorry. What they say, sorry, not sorry. Shit, I don't know, man. I don't know.
I know something. They didn't stop selling guns when they sold me mine, bitch. Go get you one. Go get one. That's like it's a cold world back in on heat.
It's just a cold world, period. Like you said, times have changed, man. Like, you could do it on your own. You a boss chick. Hey, man, protect your neck.
Yeah. I mean, high point firearms are like 97 cents.
Like I said, I'm sorry that's an unfortunate situation. And I get, coming off the heels of that whole Alabama shit, that Montgomery thing or whatever, that boat shit, when everybody rallied for that captain and came to his defense and, swinging chairs and hitting white people upside the head. I get that, but shit could turn out so crazy these days, man. Everybody, a lot of dudes are even scared to even step to a chick and ask her for a number.
Yeah.
But yeah, I just wanted your take on that, man. I keep seeing her face and that brother went upside her head.
Yeah.
Like, you quit looking for somebody to help you and get your ass to safety.
Yeah. I don't know, man.
And then, and then she quick to pull out her phone or whatever. That's something you really don't want to tell nobody. You kind of
she must not have been that threatened because like you said, she pulled out the phone and she started recording right then.
And no, it wasn't then. She recorded when she was in the hospital. She recorded and gave the whole rundown what happened.
Now I could have swore I seen her holding the phone like, and these dudes back here didn't defend me.
Okay.
Like I said, man, maybe it was a reenactment. I don't know. That's a crazy place. I try to stay away from some of that dumb shit. Just gets my blood boiling. Because I already don't give a fuck, and everybody's talking about it.
Right.
So can't get away.
But, it's just one of those situations, man, where, every time I turn on my phone or something, man, or I open up my phone, I see her face. And it's like, who you got beef with? You know, where a dude, you know, she must have been the last straw. I swear to God, the next chick who turned me down, it's on. You know, fuck that, man. I'm gonna crash out, go upside this girl head, and be like, hey. And like I said, with all this technology, I'm sure you know they could find out who actually did this stupid shit. If she's outside in front of the store, I know they got cameras and shit.
I'm sure she got it on camera. She was recording right after the fact.
Yeah.
I
know you're in such a place right now where none of that bullshit resonates. It doesn't even penetrate your circle right now, man. I get it, but hey, man, this is the time we living in, right?
Yeah.
This is the time I need my man Old Painless on here to give his thoughts on coming to the defense. Yay or nay. You know,
that'd be a mixed bag, man. You never know what's going to come out of his mouth, man. It's like,
what the fuck she doing out there?
Yeah, it's either that or like this bitch had it coming. Fuck these bitches. You go hard on her, man.
She ain't had to be so cruel when she told him, she didn't give him that phone number, like you said, give him a fake number or something, But nobody should be entitled to do any of that type of shit, man. Everybody should be able to walk and go about their business, But yeah, I was curious to see exactly what Old Painless would have to say about this whole situation. So yeah, I hope he get check this out and get down there in the comments and let us know, put his 2 cents in on this one. Shit, man, that's enough on that shit. Like I said, just want to touch on a couple things, man, real quick. We need to jump out and jump back in. If you want to switch up, or we could just keep going.
I got to go this through a process.
You got to do this the old school way, man. Cut the tape and tape it back together, man. Old school editing, man. I know. That was a pain in the ass, man. We're going to get you some stable internets. We're going to get you.
Yeah, one of these days. Yeah, one of these days, man.
Shit, yeah, I just saw that. I didn't know a little homie died on that one chip shit. I keep seeing folks doing that challenge. And I never understood that, man. I guess that one chip was like $10.
It's a $10 chip?
Yeah. For
one chip?
One chip, man, but it's like fucking lava.
I was reading it was like 1.7 million Scovilles.
Yeah.
Have you ever watched that show, Hot Ones?
Yeah.
Yeah, so my sister and brother and like my nephew were in this really hot sauce from that show. Like they've been ordering that shit from the show. And then like my nephew's going out like doing these challenges with hot sauce. So he's got a couple of these at the crib. And he's got one that's like 5 million Scoville. So, 2.5 times more than that chip. And I put it on some stuff, and it's actually not that bad. I mean, I like hot things to begin with.
Mm-hmm.
So I can't imagine something being 1.7 million Scoville and $10 and killing somebody. Like either you had something fucked up with your stomach, or I don't think it was the heat that killed him. I mean, did it say what killed him?
No, they didn't say anything. They just said they went to go check on him. He was unresponsive.
Man, that's that Dumber and Dumber shit.
Yeah.
It's the gas man.
Yeah, look at him. Hot as wall. Yeah, it said 14-year-old Harris Woolabaugh ate the chip Friday, then went to the school nurse with a stomach ache. Said Harris, sophomore at Daugherty Memorial High School in Worcester, Massachusetts, passed out at home that afternoon. He was pronounced dead at the hospital later that day. The autopsy have not yet revealed cause of death. Yeah, I mean, what the fuck? Yeah, now this shit gonna sell like hotcake.
Guaranteed.
Tell motherfuckers not to do something. Guess what happened?
Yeah, it killed somebody.
Mm-hmm. Oh, we're going to do this.
That's free press.
Yeah, I see them all the time, man. That one chip challenge, man, and it's I think it's $10, man. And I see all these cats doing that shit and seeing how long they could go, and then all of a sudden you just see the eyes start watering, black folks turning red, and crying and begging for milk, and was just like, man, what the fuck you gave me? And I'm like, dude, if you putting it in one hole, it got to come out another. Be mindful of that, man.
Yeah, I seen they gave it to a crackhead, and that was some funny shit. I just seen it on the TikTok, man. They gave him his chips to a crackhead, man. Told him like he couldn't drink anything for a minute. They gave him $40, and that motherfucker's just shaking. He like
See?
Yeah, let me get that 40. It was like, man, you got to wait a minute. He was like, hey, man, can I eat another one for a 40? For another 40?
I think I saw something. T.I.'s son had did that or whatever, gave it to a homeless dude. It's like, man, come on now, stop playing. Folks get hurt doing that shit, and if you do it, man, make sure they got something to help them out if they can't handle it. Don't just give it to them like, yeah, you can't drink nothing. Then I saw cats do it, and they, running around the fucking house. They done lost their fucking mind because there's no stopping it. It has to work itself through. You see cats, damn near curling up, like a fucking shrimp, trying to gather themselves the best way they know how, but the damage is done.
Yeah.
Fucking one chip challenge. Fuck, I can only imagine just the smell of that. You say your people actually do that shit? They like that? They be trying to test the limits, and yeah, I'm cool on that, man. What was that? The atomic wings out of Quaker State?
Oh, yeah, I used to love those.
Says you have to sign a waiver to take them home. Yeah, man. Nah, that's too damn hot, man.
Oh man. Yeah, I haven't had. I don't think I've ever had anything lately that's been that hot where it's like, I wish I would have never touched this shit. Yeah,
that was the hottest I ever, and I got the sauce on my fingers. I couldn't even bite it. I had the sauce on my fingers. It's like, yeah, I'm cool. This shit burning my fucking fingers. I can only imagine trying to take a bite of this fucking wing. I was like, I'm cool. Anything you got to sign a release form saying we ain't liable, in case your ass crash out into a ditch on the way home because you got the munchies. Yeah, I'm cool.
I love those challenges, man. If there was money involved, man, I get down.
Not the kid. I'm cool. Like I said, man, that shit got to come out. And yeah, I'm not trying to feel that burn. One chip challenge. We got to do better, folks. All right, man. You want to get into this? What's up?
Oh, which one?
You want to get to that Diddy shit?
Oh yeah, yeah.
Right on time, cousin. Right on time.
Diddy turns down 9 figures and gives Bad Boy Acts publishing rights back. What do you think's behind this?
Dude, I can't even call this one because how sleazy the game is. I guess he's trying to make amends, man. I mean, Bad Boy don't have a good track record with artists, especially rappers these days, man. So, hey, man, like I said, it'd have been nice if he'd have did that shit when folks was alive. Certain folks was alive. Craig Mack is gone. Biggie's gone. Black Rob is gone. Yeah, man. I applaud him for doing that, and also it wasn't just about the rappers themselves. It's also the writers. He's seeking them out as well. I'm like, look, man, let me go ahead and get you paid. Because a lot of cats didn't get credit for the shit they were doing.
That's a lot of time, man. And I'm probably wrong on this, but I remember hearing something about publishing rights being reverted back to the artist after 25 years anyway.
Okay.
So is this even up to him? Is he just taking credit for some shit that's automatically going to happen?
No, because a lot of cats don't even, what you just said, probably a lot of them don't even know that happens. And the way that these cats have been going, they may not have the 20-something years, to wait it out to see if they could get that. So, yeah, I mean, it's cool. Everybody needs, it's a great thing to have ownership of your product, and it'd been nice if cats will start a trend, but a lot of cats is like, shit, that's what Puffy do. I'm not doing it. Well, too long ago that Irv Gotti was sitting right next to Ja, and somebody asked him, hey, you gonna get Ja his publishing? He was like, nah. Nah, they're not his. Like right next to the man. I think they were on Drink Champ, and it was like, what about Ja? You can give me his because Ashanti went out and she remastered her shit on her own, and he's pissed about that because people don't know they'll go buy her shit and won't go get his shit. Artists can redo their whole shit if they want to.
Yeah, I just heard about that being the loophole for artists getting paid off their original stuff. They just go back and redo it.
Yep. And Snoop's son told him, why don't you go ahead and, go do Doggy Style? He was like, nah, it was for that time. He was like, I can't go back and recreate that time again and redo it because at that time it was just like a time capsule. It was just in that time frame, it fit. It don't make sense to redo it right now. That magic was for that specific era and that's it. I was like, that makes sense when you're an artist like that because that album was just a fucking classic.
Shit, truth be told, he's probably got PTSD. Like a battered woman in the days of Death Row. Everybody getting slapped.
Yeah, I mean that too.
Bring back
And
the whoopings.
yeah, I was like, I don't want to think about that one because when I redid that hook, I just saw somebody, get peed on, and I don't want to do that, and relive that shit. So yeah, I mean, I get it. Well, some of the artists, if they got the time and the money, they could go back into the lab and redo it. But my hat goes off to Diddy for even considering doing something like that, just giving away, publishing like that, because that's the last thing that record execs do.
They're reinvestigating that Biggie and Tupac shooting shit. I think he might be trying to keep some snitches at Betty.
Nah, they don't give a shit. It's black folks. They could have figured out what the hell happened. Or hell, they do know what happened. They just don't want to put it out there. That whole conspiracy theory is still alive and well. They just raided what was it, last month? They raided Keefe D's ex-wife's house out here.
Yeah.
Talking about they found bullets from the night of the show. Like, are you serious?
Who the hell's gonna keep bullets that fucking long?
That part. Yeah. So
yeah, these are from the clip that killed Tupac. What is that?
These slugs still match up. Come on, stop playing. Everybody knows who did it, and yeah, that's it. But good job to shout out to Diddy on that, doing that, putting some money in some folks' pockets who need it. And
all the years he did all that fucking terrible ass singing and dancing on some other record.
Hey man, that was his time, man. He had a good run. He was out there on that dance floor, man, dancing to Diddy / Diana Ross.
Never did like that.
Yes, you did, man. He got the dance floor. He had his time, man. Him and the hardest dude on the planet. Him and Murder Mace. So yeah, man.
The hardest people in the world listen to Mace, man.
That's
just
it.
don't talk about it.
That's it. So yeah, man. Shout out to Bad Boy for doing that. That's a nice move, but I think he's a man on the island by himself. Nobody else doing that shit.
Motherfucker about damn near 3 decades too late to be doing this shit, man. Fuck him.
Okay, that's how you feel. Say it with your chest, then.
I'm saying, man, Black Rock thing.
Yeah.
Biggie's mom was talking about how she didn't have money, this and that.
Mm-hmm.
Like Craig Mack didn't have any cash. Mace, one of the biggest artists, talked about how he didn't have any money to leave. Like, for Diddy to come out and do this now, like, it just seems like you need an ass whipping along with, like, when you hand that check over, they should be smacking the shit out. I don't know.
So what you're saying, too little, too late?
It's hard to turn down money, but like I think he still got an ass with it. It's just, especially after collecting. I don't know how publishing checks,
right?
But I'm assuming that the bigger publishing checks come out.
I mean, they come out depending on how much they've been played on the radio, television, movies, and all that stuff. You get a percentage. You get of all that, and sometimes they're light, sometimes they're heavy. And that's why a lot of these cats are cashing out now because they don't want to wait on the publishing checks. They're selling their catalog. They're like, I'd rather take my cash now because ain't no telling what my family gonna get after I'm gone. They can't live off this $200, $300 something dollars. A check here, a check every blue moon. So why not cash out now?
I've never liked it.
Okay, all right, bro.
I'm sorry. That's just
that's your preference. That's fine, man. I get it. I get it, man. You ain't gonna get down with everybody. That's fine. And, you're like, yeah, man. Sign that over and take the these 5 fingers to the face.
I don't know. It just seems disrespectful.
Okay.
Because I know like Flavor of the Year ain't playing like right now like he used to.
Right.
He didn't pocketed all that money.
Yeah,
and now he's giving out the $5 checks.
I got you. I hear you.
And taking all the slaps on the back for it. Like, yeah, look what I'm doing for my dudes. Like everybody wanted a piece of this dude. You remember when he was who was it? Somebody was either on the Breakfast Club talking shit. Was it Jada Kiss or who was it? Oh, they were talking reckless, like they were going to do something behind, the money and the records and this and that.
Okay.
But I don't know. You did a lot of casting.
Yeah, it's a lot of dirty business, man. That's the game. I guess he's trying to blaze a new path and let them know, like, hey, man, I'm choosing people over profit now. Who knows, man? Maybe it could be a trend, or maybe it could just be a one-off. Who knows? Hopefully, it's not. Hopefully, it's not just a one-off, and these other companies like, hey, look, man, you come here, we split everything 50-50, because the Lies cats didn't get nothing. All they got was outfits for the video, and yeah, y'all go ahead and make money. You get paid off your touring. You ain't getting no money off this album because I didn't put too much money into it. So that's how you get paid. Pretty much that shit Irv was doing to Ja. I was like, yeah, he go ahead and do some shows. He could do all that shit and get a check per performance. But yeah, those royalties and all that shit, the masters, yeah, they staying home with me. And he sold half his catalog too. He's trying to go into movies. So yeah, so that shit was. So shout out to Diddy and Bad Boy. Tank, you ain't got to say nothing. We know your views. We got you. And
shit, the wrong niggas fall off the stage. That's all it is.
All right, man.
Because we had trouble dealing with it.
All right, let's transition to what was the other shit we had? Yeah. Lil Mama just won the US Open.
Now I'm not hip to ladies tennis anymore ever since Serena started wearing cat suits. That's when I tuned in and tuned out.
I got you, man. I got you. But little Mama Miss Coco Golf, she sealed the deal today, a few hours ago. So just want to give her a quick shout out to her.
She's a new hot thing, huh?
Yeah, I guess so. Because I don't follow it either. But lady at the house just was yelling. She did it. I was like, what the hell? What's going on with you? You all right? I'm trying to watch the game. Coco just won. Shout out.
Now, is it that because like Venus and Serena had like a 20-something year run, right?
Yeah.
Now, were their careers exceptionally long? Because or is that normal for a tennis player? Because like after them, they had that Japanese chick, that black Japanese chick.
Yeah.
And it seems like they talked about her probably about you. Now they got this chick.
Yeah, old girl just that chick you're talking about. She actually just had a baby, so that's why she's been out for a little bit. She had a baby by, I think, if I'm not mistaken, rapper Corday. Nice, he's nice on the mic. But
shout out to him.
yeah, man. Coco she got next, man. But I think as far as tennis standards, whatever, like that run that the Williams sisters had, man, was phenomenal because they were parallel. They both were doing their thing and they were doing it at a high level. Ranking within the top 5 or top 10. I can't don't have total recall on that. They were doing it at the highest level. And Lil Mama just won the US Open. That's huge, man. So I just want to do a quick shout out to her. What's up?
Is this like bigger than Wimbledon?
This is it.
Like something completely different?
Nah, this is it. This is the big one.
Okay.
Yeah, this is it. That was it.
So is this like the World Championship and Wimbledon is just like the UK's championship? I don't know how this works, man. I mean, break it down to me like it's WWE.
All I know is huge. That's all I know is huge. I can't tell you the difference between the Open and Wimbledon. To me, it all is tennis. That's all it is, man. That's my ignorance on is tennis. And like you said, man, we never tuned in until we saw those bodysuit and was like, man, we need to watch tennis. That's what we need to do. We need to get in there on this, man, right now. You see what they're wearing?
Yes.
That's how, like I said, I told you, man, I ain't want to go too deep on this. I just want to shout her out. She won, damn it. I don't know the difference. You calling me out, man.
Yeah, it's true. You need a baby daddy.
Next, man. Next. Don't do that, man. Don't do that.
Hey, what would you rather have? Gay son or a thought daughter?
And I'm sorry if you got both. The latter. I'm sorry. You got both in your house.
I got a gay son who is a thought.
Oh shit! Why are you putting me out, Daddy? Why are you putting me out?
Because you wiping your dick off on the towel. Oh, yeah. What do you? That's a good ass question.
Yeah.
Would you rather a son thought daughter?
Hey man, that's not an original question. That came from a comedian. I wish I remember dude's name. I still want to shout him out, give him credit when credit's due, because that question had me scratching my head. It's funny and also thought provoking. Like, hey, shit, good fucking question. And like you said, man, what if you got it all at home already? You got a gay thought son, or a really studly daughter. I don't know, man. I don't know. How would you how would that play out with you, sir?
I don't know, man, because there's benefits and downsides to both of them. Like if you had a gay son, all right, at least if he's out there manholing, you ain't got to worry about him bringing like kids from different baby daddies and baby mamas.
Right.
You ain't got to worry about a whole bunch. But then again, depending on what circles you run in, your homeboys might roast the fuck out of you. Like I seen your son down that street, dude sagging his jeans and he wearing a thong underneath or some shit. I don't know it. Yeah, I'd rather have a thought daughter, I think.
Really?
Yeah, because I can understand that better. I can understand someone who is sexually promiscuous. And like even though like now, nowadays it's not uncommon. It's not uncommon for males or females to have a lot of multiple partners, not at the same time, but like just have multiple partners throughout their life. And I don't even think that this is a new phenomenon. It's like I'm pretty sure my grandma wasn't no virgin when she went, married granddad. Like I think just because there wasn't cell phone video and pornos, homemade video cameras and handheld VHSs back in the day, there wasn't no video evidence for grandma being a hoe.
Okay.
And then if somebody got pregnant back in the '60s, like you went out of town, like you disappeared.
You went down south.
Yeah, they hid that shit so much better. Yeah, so I don't think hoeing is a new thing. And, thought and plotting is a new thing.
You got to think about the Thotianas of today, man. The whole package, the lace, the big ass nail. You know what I mean? The whole package, the whole thoughtness.
Yeah,
it ain't about just the sexual side. We talk about the whole persona that comes with being a thought.
I get it, and some things are just because we're old.
Okay.
Some shit is just. I mean, you remember when we were kids, our grandmas would be like, "Don't fuck around with that girl. She fast." I could tell by looking at it.
Right.
And is that the case? I don't know, but the bitch is wearing a uniform at the time.
Yeah, we're old because think about when Salt and Pepper came out.
Yeah.
And they were like, "Ooh, look at them!" And they had on spandex and a big ass bomber jacket.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And it was
Push it.
Yeah, and push it. Now we got we got the thoughts.
Yeah.
It's completely different. You know what I mean? You got to put it, try to break down a perspective of what a thought actually is. It ain't like the girls from back in the day, like you said, oh, she's fast. Fast and being a thought is two different things, man.
Is it? Because the way my grandma talked about it, man.
It's two different things, man. Fast girls, it could be some fast girls in the church. Ain't gonna have no thoughts up in the church. They'll transform, but a thought is a thought.
I got you.
Like I said, and it went from 0 to 100 real quick, from fast girls to thoughts. It's like, wow, you really out there. Because now these girls, oh, fly me out. You know what I mean? Cash at me. You're a prostitute. You know what I mean? That's where these thoughts are. And, in that realm, they don't want to call it that, but that's what it is. I flew you out. You got to perform a service.
Yeah.
That's not being fast. Fast is, letting me rub up on your ass on your Sassoons, or not your Sassoon, but what was those jeans called?
Jordashes?
Jordashes, yeah. You let me, rub on that Jordash, but our Sassoon, that's the hair shit.
They had thoughts back in the day. I mean, you've heard your grandparents talk about they sent for your grandmama. I sent for it. Just came up on the
train. You're right. I mean, it was just a different version of it now. But now, man, it has a leapfrog, man. It's very well advanced. You got girls doing stuff like prostitution without, now they didn't change the name. But that's what it is for us old heads. That's prostitution.
Yeah, I mean, but I'm sure there are plenty of people's grandparents out there that never talk about the train trips they took. The other times they got sent from. They got sent back.
Yeah.
They just end up staying with your granddad. I don't know, man. I guess they're both rather normal. It just all depends on, I don't know what it depends on, but I'd rather have a thought daughter.
Interesting. Very interesting, man. I wish we had old Painless on here, man. You got the son and daughter just like you. And like which one would you rather have in the house? I'll put that out there too. Living in your house. Which one would you rather have? Not just to have, but actually you got to live with, because there's gonna be a lot of foot traffic.
You can reform a daughter. You can't put arms back on a chocolate starfish. You know what I'm saying?
So what you said, you got a Roku and you got a Fire Stick. Okay. Yeah. All right.
You can't put the hymen back in the dude. you know.
Hey, like you said, the sun is set. He's the Roku. He got set channels. That's it. That's what it is, man. Is what you see is what you get. Now, mind you, like I said, man. Now I put a spin on it. It's in your house, not just you know who he bringing, to the family functions and all that stuff. It's in your house.
Oh,
You come downstairs, man. Do you want or hell, you can have a stripper pole either way, depending on if your son pitching or catching.
Like honestly, I don't think either one would bother me too much. But if I have a choice,
You'd rather have the thought daughter.
yeah, I'd rather have a thought daughter. She could lie about that later. I guess he could too. Yeah, I don't know, man. Because having a gay son, I don't think it would change the way I feel about him. My growth.
Of course, you would. You would. Like, and I'm the only one that could do that. Like, yeah, I'm the only one. Anybody else, I beat the shit out you. But yeah, when those head scratchers, man, think on it, man. Think on it.
Yeah, that's a tough one. That's a real tough one, man.
Yeah, man. I thought that was crazy. He was, like I said, he was in a comic setting, and I was like, dude, that's a good question, man. He put a spin on it. Said that he'll choose a gay son. Just couldn't handle, his daughter being out there in the streets like that. So, like you said, man, you put your spin on it, saying that your daughter, she may be going through it, as the girls say, a whole phase. But shit, I don't know, man. These chicks that's out there, now, man, I feel sorry for the young guns. The shit they got to deal with. We got these thoughts out here. We got chicks getting hit in the head with bricks. Fuck. Yeah, we got to revisit this one again with old Painless, man. I'm sure he has a whole list on both sides.
Yeah,
both sides.
Oh man, that's it. Yeah, you said that's tough.
Come on, man. Quick.
I don't know.
You ain't got nothing, man. You ain't got nothing.
I don't, man, because I got thoughts and I got gay dudes in my family. They're both pretty fucking cool,
Yeah.
I'm not the parents, but I don't know. I guess everybody's fucked up a little bit,
Mm-hmm.
Shit.
It's one of those if you had to choose,
bro. So I got one of my coworkers here, and
okay,
he ran down. I don't know how the fuck we got this conversation. I think we were all sitting around talking about bitches and how fucked up it is, just to have one.
How old is he?
He's like our age.
Okay,
he's a little bit younger. So maybe it's 30.
Okay.
But then, we were talking about how screwed up, that relationship is. And it's like, hey, man, you ain't got them problems. He's like, nah, it's actually pretty nice, We both fight to pay the bill. There's twice as much cologne at the house. We wear the same size clothes, it's twice as many shoes. And he just kept hitting these fucking marks, and he pretty much just said, like, hey, man, if you just... the shit you go through just because you like vagina. You ain't have to do that. You can live a happier life. I had to tell him, I was like, hey man, you stop talking. Just stop talking. You out here trying to turn them. You're making too much goddamn sense.
And that's all it takes for a dude. Like, man, that sounds good. I might have to. Hey, man, stop. You just try to turn me. Stop. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, man, that sounds, like you said, that sounds pretty damn nice. And you can't talk like that. You know what I mean? Because then you got other folks like, man, did you hear what James said? You heard what he said, right?
I ain't never got to talk about my feelings and
See?
Talk about my day when I get home. The dude ran down a list and hit all the right points. It's like, man, you didn't say this to a dude before.
You got all the pros.
Yeah.
And then to a straight dude, there's that one big con.
I got to fucking do my ass. Yeah.
Yeah, I was like, if it
all
wasn't for the butt stuff.
About it, just sex.
Yeah, the butt stuff. If it wasn't for the butt stuff, man, you had me.
It wasn't for the sex.
Sounds good, man. Like you said, double the cologne, the shoe game, sick. Yeah.
Both of you guys out there changing brakes on the car, like. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, me and my boyfriend put an engine in.
Like, man, What's for dinner? Fucking cold cuts. Hell yeah. You know, and there's no problem. You know what I mean? There's no
Yeah,
problem.
I'm gonna go home. My boyfriend shot a deer last night. Go throw it on the barbecue. You know, like he made some very nuts.
Like, he liked to hunt. I like to grill. Match made in heaven, man. Shit.
Oh man, hilarious.
So you start hitting all the points, and everybody, all the dudes in the circle, like, yeah, that sounds good, man. You got a good situation going on over there, man.
This is the reason why I'm trying to buy this stuff.
What's up?
This is the reason why I'm trying to buy this stuff.
Okay. See, you stop having these conversations with your people like that, man. They start opening up to you too much, man. And you like to go and do the back and forth and start doing questions, asking questions. And they get a little curious, like, hey, man, I had a nice little conversation with my coworker talking about you. And then, you know, things kind of start to spiral. You're like, hey, man, that's just my general nature, man. Don't come for me, man. I got my side, you got your side. You got to be careful.
Yeah. He's open-minded, you know. Take some pineapples in the wood.
See? Oh man, shit was dope, man. Dope. Gotcha. Why don't you next time you're around him, man, you get a chance to pick his brain, man. Ask him, hit him with that question about the kids. Which one would you rather have? That'd be a nice little, perspective from somebody who's on that side as well. Like I said, I would like to ask that question to Miss Kiki as well.
I mean, but that's not even in the realm, though. This is the way it's not even in the realm. It's like asking a motherfucker with no legs, would he rather be able to swim faster or run faster? You know, like, I don't know. It just seems like if you can't have kids because of your lifestyle.
I mean, it's possible. Like I said, it's possible, but still, you still want to be able to ask somebody who lived that lifestyle, that type of, that it still applies. It's not like it doesn't exist. Like it's a possibility that they can adopt, and next they just happen to adopt a gay son, or daughter. But the question is universal. It can apply to anybody. I just wanted a feedback. Like what would you personally prefer? Mind you, and I put the spin on there that they live with you, not just in your family. They actually up under your roof. What would you rather have, man?
Oh, that changes things. Yeah,
that was my spin. I thought you caught that the first time. I said in general. They actually live with you.
I did. Oh no!
Remember I said that about the poll. I was like, it could be either one. You could take the poll out. They both could use it. So which you come downstairs or whatever, and you see your daughter or your son sliding down the damn pole.
Shit, you know what? I don't like this question. I really don't, because I think I remember being a young man sneaking into somebody's houses.
Yeah.
Screw around with the dog.
Yeah.
But it just, I don't think I could come home early and listen to my son get punched. Just.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh, that would ruin my day.
I mean, either way, if you're a parent, you don't want to hear your daughter or son, right?
No.
See what I'm saying? So, like I said, you don't want to. That should apply to your daughter too, especially your thought daughter.
Yeah,
not just your regular daughter. This is thought daughter. High body count. That should matter now when you got that foot traffic coming to your house.
That does. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
When your house is the spot. Remember those houses? That was the spot.
Both box of rubbish in the trash and fucking 40
household. Mama working midnights at the hospital. Yeah.
Wow. That is a question for the age. Yeah, you're right. Let's wait for old ladies. Yeah.
Okay. We'll revisit this one. Definitely got it locked in. It's in our phones. I'll just go back to it next time we regroup with the full 3 p.m.D team. And we'll repose that question and have Old Painless weigh in on it and see what he thinks about it and get another perspective. Because you was like, man, I'm cool with it. I was like, all right, now here's the twist. It's in your house though. it ain't fun no more.
No, it ain't.
It ain't fun no more. It ain't cute. Like, oh man, what she do with herself is her business. That's her life. She an adult. She doing her thing. Like, nah, she an adult, but she's still up under your house, and I'm up under your roof.
Yeah, that's a tough one.
Yeah, with the thoughtness in your house, man, doing all the things.
That's weird because like a dude to come over to visit your child and try to make it seem like it's his house just because he knocks something down there.
See. Now imagine you got a couple of those motherfuckers who think that's his property.
Leaving his Xbox, fucking Jordans over your house.
Yeah, and drunk up all your liquor. That chick, that whole thoughtness or whatever. He done went upside her head a couple times, but when you go to check him, she turned into his vest. So that situation, I think I'm leaning towards the gay son. I don't want those headaches. Like, look here, Junior. Take your ass on down to the basement. Light some potpourri and handle your business. And I'm gonna knock when I need to get down to the washer and dryer. All right, I'm gonna knock. So y'all stop what y'all doing and let me go ahead and wash my uniform.
I bet not sleep on no job.
So yeah, man. Like I said, I'll leave it. I'll leave it at that, man. I'll leave it there. And
God, you hurt my head with that.
So man, like I said, I was scrolling and I saw that, and that was his first question coming out, on the mic. I was like, oh shit, that ain't necessarily funny, Fuck. All right, let me go ahead and take that real quick. Yeah, definitely have to revisit this, and yeah, man, that's all I got, kid.
All right, man. Hey, what you sipping on tonight?
Motherfucking water. That's what we sipping on tonight, man. Water. I'm on call until Friday. Yeah, I'm on call. But no, actually, I had a Warsteiner. Oktoberfest is back. So yeah, man, taking it light. Ain't doing too much in case that I get that call.
Oh, you gonna get that call? You guys still having the flooding?
Man, no, we drying out, bro. Drying out. It was 1-on-1 today. No clouds. We was good. Chill out. Keep that shit to your islands. Don't bring that shit on over here to the desert.
Hey, was it super humid?
What's up?
Was it super humid?
Yeah, afterwards. Hell yeah. You saw that shit I sent you about with that bus?
Yeah. That shit was up to the windows. Like the bus driver had to lift his feet when he drove through that.
He was like, shit, man. Mind you, he had passengers, man. He's like, man, I got to get these motherfuckers home. He had passengers on that joint. Yeah. Told you, man. It's no joke. It's like there's no place for the water to go. Right. You don't want to come down like that. That's all.
I never thought about this until like the last time you guys went through the flood, where they showed all the homeless people that live in the drainage systems.
Yeah.
Tunnels. Do they drown? I mean, what happens? Well, I guess there's no accountability.
They get their ass up and they go inside a casino for a while, but the casinos are flooding too. It exposes because they think that the roofs are secure, but when you got rain, a downpour like that, it just doesn't stop.
Right.
And it's extra heavy, and you got ceilings and shit that's been doing nothing but getting beat up by the sun for X amount of months. Maybe 8-9 months out of the year just getting beat up, and then you get that downpour like that. That shit is heavy to sit up there and it just weigh on it and poof. Motherfuckers, you can actually swim down Las Vegas Boulevard. And you saw that was over by Nellis, where that bus was going through that water. Shit, bad business, man. That shit ain't gonna get fixed no time soon until the next time. That's all. That's why they got those. When they say be careful of the flash floods, man, they're not playing.
They have no way of diverting that back over to Meade or something?
No. It's just how you've been out here, man. It's a bowl. The way it's shaped, man. The way it's set up. It's just a big ass bowl. It just goes down. That's it. There's no fixing it. No time soon. I was thinking about doing that, like you said, reclaiming the water or some shit like that. All that kind of water. Try to get some type of system. But yeah, man. It was like it don't. Well, when it rain, but it don't rain that much where we need to, redo the whole infrastructure. They're not willing to do that until fucking buildings start falling over. And I'm sure that's pretty much what it's going to have to take.
Because the cement river system, like LA, something. And collect that water. Because I saw how low Meade is. And you said they were finding like old mafia bodies from like the 1940s.
Cars, guns, everything was in that motherfucker, man. Bodies just popping up, all kind of shit. Former city that was down
Former
there,
city.
a city that that they had when they were building the Hoover Dam.
Oh,
Yeah, all that shit was up under there, man. They opened up the floodgates, did Lake Mead, and buried all that shit. Little Dust Bowl towns. Yeah, like that whole eminent domain shit.
yeah.
Yeah, that was like, yeah, your town is, we're gonna flood this shit. Y'all better move. Motherfuckers like, nah, we gonna stay put. We ain't going nowhere. And it was like, yeah, well, okay, but your house is. So yeah, and they got that low. But now I think they're good now. All this rain we've been getting, and Lake Mead is good now because you can see the watermarks from where it used to be.
Right.
How low it was, and it was like, man, it used to be up here. Now it's good as far as I know. I don't go out there. A lot of folks, to me, it's the same as like McKelvey. You don't want to eat no fish that come out that dam. Come out that lake.
Yeah, I've always wondered if that fish was really as bad as we just assumed it to be.
Why would you even take the chance when you literally know people who got dumped in that bitch? Why would you even take the chance?
I mean, but we like walleye out of Lake here.
Yeah.
It's screwed up as that. It's screwed up as that was. It just, I don't know. Like
it's a mindset, man. It's just certain places you don't go eat. You don't go buy your food from certain places. That's all. I don't want to cut open a fucking a perch and my homeboy's class ring is in that bitch. No. Why would you even tempt fate? Nah, our fish, you cut them open and it'd be a crack vial in that motherfucker or something, man. No, I'm good. Yeah, all kind of shit. I mean, cars, guns, bodies. It was a fucking dumping ground. So, yeah, man. That being said, homeboy, that's my cue, man. I'm good.
All right.
Thank you again for another great one, pimping.
Sure,
shout out to Old Painless and our subs. We'll be back on schedule eventually once we get settled. Everybody get back into our routine again, and we'll be back at it.
Hopefully this podcast will come from Kuwait next time.
Yes, sir. With some good internets, man.
Yeah, with some good internet. Yeah, hopefully this time probably.
So let me get this. You out? You'll be in flight Tuesday.
Yeah, man. I'm flying off the island on Tuesday, and I'll be back in New York for a couple of days, and I might head to Mexico.
Okay.
We'll see. But
shit, man, I gotta start. We might be able to sneak some in when you get settled. When you come back home for a little bit, depending on what you got going on. Try to sneak some in real quick hour, 30 minutes or something.
For sure. Even if I gotta do it, holding the phone like this, man. Yeah, we'll get it in.
Old school. Like I said, man, one of our highest ones was that shit about that dude that's in the sorority. That was over the phone, man. Shit.
Yeah.
So I said just a quick couple topics, whatever's trending, man. Maybe we could try to snatch Old Painless up real quick and get him on and talk about old girl who took the brick to the face and pose our question, man. Hopefully we could get that in within a quick 15, 30 minutes or so. Or Miss Kiki or all of them. I don't care. We'll do it, man.
For sure.
So man, just let me know where you at with it and who you want to get down with. We'll make something happen.
All right, sounds like a plan, bro. You too, man. Peace.